welcome everyone to the Neora Rose. This is my spooky channel. I guess this is the quickest way of explaining it. So I figured I'd give you guys a break in between the stories that I have posted on here today, and I'm also gonna do an announcement, which I'll probably do at the end. But I'm gonna talk about some of my favorite creepy YouTube channels that I like to watch. And before we get into it, play a little bit of music, and then we'll just get into it.
Stop. Do not look back. Do not stop.
Alright. YouTube is one of the biggest video sites to watch things on. From cat videos to videos that always keep people up to creepy stories. Not a cat video person, but I'm going to tell you guys about some of my favorite creepy YouTube channels. There's probably going to be a part 2 because I'm probably going to forget some people because there's quite a bit of creepy YouTube channels I like to watch. And just to let you guys know, this is not a countdown. This is no particular order, just stating them out. And I'm going to tell you why I love them. It doesn't mean I love anyone any less or any more. So let's get into it. The first channel's name is Top 15. This channel is on the list because I found it over a year ago, and I actually found it because of who I'm going to talk about next. He does voiceovers on that channel, and they do a lot of like videos that people post online, like creepy videos they post online or things like that, and just stuff that you would not see normally, unless you watch stuff like that. Like either it's ghost videos or someone watching a demon or someone getting possessed, things like that. And the reason why I even watched that channel, which is the next person I'm talking about, which is his channel, is called Chills. I came across his channel first, and then I started watching Top 15s after that, and I recognized the voice instantly. And he has kind of a similar thing, but he goes more in depth than the Top 15s. And sometimes he has a little bit more creepier videos than Top 15, which I love his voice. And I love the fact that he's doing music and stuff. I've listened to some of his music and I watched some of his music videos. The next one I'm going to talk about is Most Amazing Top 10. It's another channel I found over a year ago. And the first time I watched it was actually about creepy conspiracy theories about, I think it was cartoons or Disney channels, or it was something. And then they did movies and all the things that I like, and I got hooked. Granted, recently I haven't been watching it as much as I used to because they let go two of the, my favorite people who are on there. But, I still watch it, just not as much as I used to. The next one, this one might be a little hard for me because his name, he recently changed, which I kind of understand, which is Rob Gavidan. It was originally Rob Dyke, but he had to change his last name because of YouTube guidelines. And I've watched him for over 4 or 5 years. I can't remember what was the first video I watched from him, but I think it was probably actually his What Would You Put on the Internet, and then I watched some of the other stuff. Then I start watching his creepy shit stuff. He's kind of like, he does more than just the creepy videos. But when you watch his creepy videos, he gets you in that creepy mood because his voice and everything else and his mannerisms. And I love how in depth he gets. And then he does like case files about certain crimes and criminal cases. And he's done like, I think one of my favorite ones I've watched of his was people who've died on TV, which I've known about like a couple here and there, but I didn't know about as many that he actually talked about. And I actually found him because of the next person who I'm going to talk about, which is Matthew Santoro, which this is one of the YouTube OGs. I've watched him for maybe 6-7 years now on YouTube. And what actually got me hooked on him, besides his funny videos, is his scary videos, especially the videos that him and Rob do. Because, like, that friendship, I don't know if they're even still friends anymore, which that would suck because they were really cool together. But, I love his creepy videos and the fact that Matthew Santoro always looks for facts and talks about facts. And, like, he's so in-depth and he really researches in his things, and it's kind of an inspiration. That's why sometimes it may take me longer to put out stuff, because I want to do my research. I want to make sure that I have my facts straight before I put anything out there, because I actually have a couple conspiracy videos that I will be doing on here, a couple conspiracy podcasts. Not going to do exactly videos yet on them, but it's on conspiracies that you don't hear people really talk about. I think I may have heard one of them. I know definitely they haven't talked about too much. And then one like I've recently heard, and I'm trying to start doing research on that. And another person who I've watched for a while is The Lazy Masquerade. I've watched him for maybe 3 years now. And he is a channel that does ghost stories, creepy stories, stories about skinwalkers. One of his series he was doing on his channel is Ghost Stories from the 50 States, where he was talking about different stories from each state. And his is something about, once again, I think it's a voice with me, with a lot of people. That's why I stay hooked on him. I just love how he tells stories. It's awesome. And then I also love it when, especially if it's a creepy ghost story channel or creepy story channel, you have long stories. Because there's times I might be cleaning my room, editing, and I just want to hear some creepy stories or something. They'll, keep me focused on my task. And his channel is one I very much frequent to. And I'm happy he's posting more than what he was before. And the next person talking about creepy story channels is Mr. Nightmare. I have watched him for about 4 or 5 years now. This man's stories are crazy. And I actually watched him because I was looking up something about the Craigslist killer. And because someone was trying to spook me about the Craigslist killer and all this other stuff, and why you shouldn't talk to people on Craigslist. And I know now, you shouldn't talk to people on Craigslist. Got it. But yeah, I was watching his Craigslist horror stories, and ever since then, I got hooked on him. Every time he puts out a video, I have to watch it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If I have to download it later while I'm at work because my signal sucks at my job, or I just turn it on while I'm in the car. Luckily, I have a car with Bluetooth. But yes, I love his stories and his storytelling. It is awesome, especially his dark web stories, and the stories he gets from his viewers are great. So, we're going to go into the conspiracy theory type side. All these other people have also talked, all the other channels I already stated, they have talked about conspiracy theories. But these two that I'm going to talk about next, particularly, they've only talked about conspiracies. And that's why I watch them as conspiracies. Which one is called The Truth Show. I started watching her maybe last year. want to say, last year. And I think the reason why I watched her is because of a video. She goes outside the box about a lot of conspiracies and celebrity things. And she really makes you, after watching some of her videos, question the world around you and the people around you and things you've even seen on TV that you thought, okay, it's black and white, there's no way this could be wrong, when she could put something simple in your head and it's like, oh shit, this is wrong. All right, and the next one is Paris Milan. I recently started watching her, like maybe 4 months ago. And I watched her because of a couple of her, one of the research I'm doing for one of my conspiracy videos, which I guess I could talk about it because she was talking about this particular person, is a playmate on there, which is Stephanie Adams, and what happened to her. Because I am doing a conspiracy video about the Playmate curse. Well, I gotta stop saying video. I'm going to be doing conspiracy podcasts about the Playmate curse. And I'll explain it more in depth there. But I actually watched her video about one of the Playmates, which was Stephanie Adams. She killed herself. And from there, I watched a few other ones. She was talking about, it was some mogul who ended up like getting sick and dying, and it was kind of strange. Like after this woman like actually got her fame and stuff like that, she got really sick. And she even talked about the girl who went missing in that hotel a couple of years back. She talked about her and a lot of conspiracy theory, especially with especially in like the black communities and black people and mysteries. And like I didn't even realize how many black kids that were missing until I watched one of her videos that no one still hasn't found, or mystery deaths that's happened to black kids. And another one I'm going to talk about next, to get kind of off of the creepy stuff and stuff like that, will be Hollywood graveyards. I started watching this one once again a year ago. And with Hollywood graveyards, it's not exactly, watching someone walk around in a graveyard and talking about people's lives. I don't know if you would call that creepy or not, but I think it's kind of interesting, because especially how he does it. And then recently he's also been doing like specials. Like I just watched the Wizard of Oz special the other day, where he'll literally go through every process and everyone who had any involvement or any hands in the Wizard of Oz, and showed us their graves, which, Jesus, I didn't realize how many people have already died, or how long ago that movie was made until that episode. But he'll also show you like different celebrity, where their last places are. He'll tell you random facts about it, like let's see which one. I can't remember her name. I think it's Hattie Daniels, the woman who played the maid in Gone with the Wind. She wanted to be buried in Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and because when she died, unfortunately, it was still segregation, which is so stupid. How are you segregating dead bodies? They're all decomposing together. They had to bury her in the, I can't remember what the freaking cemetery name is, but it's a cemetery where it has only pretty much a lot of black actors from back in the day and Asian actors, and they have a whole wing for homeless people there and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, but they put an epitaph at Hollywood Forever Cemetery for her later down the years, because they knew that's where she wanted to be buried. Or that Judy Garland, she actually got moved from where she was originally buried to Hollywood Forever. I think it's Hollywood Forever. Yeah. because her family wanted her to be closer to them. Or like he does like specials, like he did a Halloween special, so he showed like where Bela Lugosi was buried, Boris Karloff, which he's not buried, he was cremated, people who were in the original Addams Family, Vampira, all those things. And I love like his tastefulness in it and how he directs it and stuff like that. He makes it almost like educational and kind of, it's a very good channel. You should watch it, very much so. So more than likely, I'm going to do a part 2 because I feel like I've missed some other people who I watch. Probably have, but these are the frequent people who I watch on there. And with that being said, if you guys have any creepy YouTubers you want me to watch, anything like that, comment down below. I will definitely check them out. And stay tuned for a part 2 because more than likely, I forgot it. Yeah. But also, now I'm going to talk to you guys about this update. Well, I guess it's an announcement more than an update. But this announcement that I have, which is after this year, I won't be posting on my YouTube channel exclusive content anymore. Because I am very afraid that I'm going to end up losing my channel off of them thinking that my channel is a kid-friendly channel, which it's not at all. Because I post my podcast on there. I post music beats on there. I post poems. I post updates, all that on there. But also I'm seeing that I'm not getting the growth that I want on there. So if you guys do want to follow me on there, you want to subscribe to me on there, you can. It's Poet Soul 30. Once again, I'm not going to say you can't follow me on there, but I'm not going to be posting exclusive content on there. I will be only posting exclusive content on my Instagram and my Twitter from now on, which I will leave the links down below. And, well, not the links. I will be leaving my name down below for those, which is the same thing, which is Poet Soul 30. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a creepy day and sweet nightmares, everyone.